Today on The Joy of Editing, I'll show you how to enhance low-quality JPEG and phone images with Topaz Photo AI and Topaz Gigapixel AI, and I'll also show you how to batch process those images. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. Do you have some low-quality JPEG images or phone images that you just like to enhance, get rid of some of those ugly artifacts that can be in those images because maybe you want to post those on social media or make prints out of them? Well, I'm going to show you how we can enhance those images, get rid of the artifacts using Topaz Photo AI and Topaz Gigapixel AI. We'll start out here in Photoshop. I'm going to enhance this JPEG stock image. I want to show you the ugly artifacts and how Topaz Photo AI actually gets rid of them. That way you'll see with your own eyes the result. But before we start, I want to tell you about a site-wide sale going on at Tony Kuiper's web store right now. This is a special launch sale for Sean Bagshaw's latest course on luminosity masks. This is on exposure blending. If you're into exposure blending, you're going to want this course. I've watched this course. It is fantastic. Now, this sale will last till the end of February. It ends on February 28th. And again, everything at Tony Kuiper's web store is on sale. Use my promo code DK25 to get 25% off your entire purchase. Tony has a special code over there, but if you use my code DK25, I make a small commission, and this helps support my channel and helps me to keep videos coming your way. So I really appreciate it if you use my promo code DK25. I'll have links in the description below that'll take you over to the sale. Thank you very much. All right, then let's jump into this. You might not be able to see the artifacts right now, but let me go ahead and zoom into this image. I have not run Topaz Photo AI on this yet. I don't know if you can see these artifacts or not in here, but what I did was made a luminosity mask with a Lights 1 luminosity mask just so you could see these artifacts, and I'll show you what they look like. I'm going to turn on the layer mask. Can you see all those artifacts in the image? I mean, they're everywhere. These are all JPEG artifacts, and in this black and white mask, they really show up. And if you look over here on the beach area right here, you can see all those artifacts in there. I'm going to go ahead and shut this mask off. And now what I'm going to do is take this into Topaz Photo AI, enhance it, bring it back into Photoshop, and I'll show you with another Lights luminosity mask how these artifacts are all gone away. It's pretty incredible. So let's go ahead and do that. So I have this layer right here. It's just a duplicate of this background layer. We're going to send this into Topaz Photo AI. Now you could go right up here to Filter and find Topaz Labs and click on Topaz Photo AI, and that will launch Topaz Photo AI, and then we can enhance the image. You can also come over here to File and come down to Automate and click on Topaz Photo AI here, where you can enhance it or enhance and upscale it up to 6 times. We just want to enhance. We don't want to upscale. So we're going to come up to the Photoshop menu, click on Filter, look for Topaz Labs. I'll click Topaz Photo AI and we'll launch Photo AI. And here we are inside of Topaz Photo AI. All I'm going to do is click the plus to add an enhancement, and what we'll do is click on upscale. Now you'll notice there's no option here to upscale it. It will stay its original size. But right now I'm on high fidelity, and this is what I want to use for this image. Now you can use any of these models you want. This is a pretty good stock image, so I'm using high fidelity. You could use standard version too if you want. I'm just going to use the auto settings, minor denoise of 30, minor deblur of 41, and fixed compression. This is where it really does its enhancement right here with fixed compression. If you're not satisfied with the enhancement, you can drag the fixed compression slider to the right. Now I went ahead and zoomed this image into 400% because I thought I better get a look, and this is a good idea. Zoom into your image, get a look. You can see some maybe artifacting around these areas in here. So what I'm going to do is I will bump up this fixed compression because this is where it gets rid of the artifacts. I think right around there, like at plus 30. Now, if I hold down the spacebar, you can see there's the before, there's the after. You may notice some halos around some of the edges here. That is in the original stock image. Photo AI can't fix that, but it does do a great job at reducing JPEG artifacts. If we want to, we can come up and click the plus and add more adjustments, but all I want to do is remove the JPEG artifacts and enhance this image, which I've just done. Now we need to send this back to Photoshop, so just come down here to the bottom of the interface, click Export to Photoshop. We'll send this back to Photoshop, and we'll check out the results. Here we are back in Photoshop. Now, here's the Topaz Photo AI layer that has been enhanced. Let me shut it off. This is without the enhancement. I don't know if you can see those artifacts on this image here, but to really see them, we will go ahead and add a layer mask to this, a Lights 1 layer mask. Let me go ahead and turn this layer back on. And if you watch my TK Fridays, you see me doing this kind of stuff all the time. So what I'll do is come up to my TK9 multi-mask panel, click on the luminosity mask button. I'm on Lights 1, but I'm going to click this button right here. And this lets me alter this mask with a black and white adjustment. So what I'm going to do, and I did this on that original image, took the yellows and took it the whole way back so that you can really see the artifact. So it's the whole way back. And now I'll just output this to a curves adjustment layer with no adjustment on it. But now we can compare the two masks. So let me go ahead and click on this curves adjustment layer, which represents the original image without enhancement. And I'll click this double arrow button so we can see the mask. But you see all these artifacts in here. I mean, look at them. They are horrible. Now I'm going to click on the mask for the Topaz Photo AI enhancement, and it looks like this. See, those artifacts are gone. Might be a little noise up in here, but the artifacts are gone. And if I move around to different parts of the image, like over here on the beach, take a look at that. And now let's look at what the original image looks like without enhancement. It looks like that. And so this is with the enhancement. This is without the enhancement. And again, let's just look at some other areas. Okay. So again, this is the enhanced image and this is without enhancement. But look at all those JPEG artifacts in there. It's horrible. So now you can see it's really doing its job. I'll click this button to get out of mask view and go back to image view and click fit to screen. But that's how you do it with Topaz Photo AI. Now, if you wanted to do it with Topaz Gigapixel AI here in Photoshop, you would have to come up to File. You would have to come to Automate and click on Topaz Gigapixel AI. I'm not going to do that to save time. But anyway, once Gigapixel opens up, just set it to 1x upscale. And if you do that and set your settings, then send the image back to Photoshop, you're going to get a similar result with Gigapixel as you would with Photo AI. The last thing I want to do is show you how to enhance multiple images in Photo AI and Gigapixel AI and batch process them. Now, to do this, you need to open up Photo AI or Gigapixel AI, whichever you're using, as a standalone app. I'll start with Photo AI. So I have Photo AI opened up as a standalone app, and then just click on Browse Images. And with your Finder or File Browser, just point it to the folder where your images are located. Mine are inside this folder right here. I'm just going to select both of these images and click Open. And now if you'll notice down here to the bottom left side of the interface, here are my two image thumbnails. I chose to open two images, but you can open a whole lot of images and batch process them all. But for this tutorial, I'm just doing two. With this first image selected, I'll click Select All. And now I'm going to come up here to Add Enhancements, click the plus, and I will click on Upscale. Now, we're upscaling 2 times. I don't want to upscale the image. I just want to enhance it, so we'll click on 1x. This means we're only doing the enhancement. And I'm going to go ahead and use High Fidelity version 2. And what we'll do is I'll keep the minor denoise and the minor deblur auto settings, and maybe I'll just bump up that compression just a little wee bit. Now for this second image, I could go ahead and add another enhancement, but I don't have to because I can go back to the first image, which has already been upscaled one time with the enhancement setting. I can just right click on it, go to apply, and click current settings. And it says, are you sure you want to apply the current displayed image settings to all selected images? And I do, so I'll click apply. So now both of these images have the same settings on them. And now all I need to do, because that's all I really want to do to this image today, all I need to do is click Export to Images. You can type in a prefix or a suffix. I have a suffix of Topaz. Add applied filters to the file name, which I have that turned on, and you can read these file names showing you what's been applied to them. They're both upscaled one time. They're JPEG files. and I'm putting them back to the original folder, or you could click the drop down and put them anywhere that you would like. And then for format, this is a drop down. I'm just preserving the input format, but you could change it to any of these other formats if you want. And then just simply click save and save out your images. Now, at this point, the images are saved back into that original folder. I could just close out Photo AI, but what I like to do is click this button on either of these images, and that'll open up my Finder or your file browser. And note, I have 2 extra images here. This first image, for some reason, Finder doesn't display, but if I click on it, hold down my spacebar, this is the original unaltered field of sunflowers. And then if I click on this image, this is the original sunflower image unaltered. And then this next image is the field of sunflowers enhanced. As you can see, it's done a really good job. You won't be able to tell in the video, by the way. And then lastly, this image, if I click on it and hold down the spacebar, this is the enhanced single sunflower image. And now that this image is enhanced and this image is enhanced, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and print these. Although I'm sure I would need to do some further processing on them first. But if you want to enhance some JPEG images like phone images or whatever right here in Photo AI and then batch process them out, as you can see, it's pretty easy to do. And finally, let me show you how to enhance and batch process out images using Gigapixel. So open up Gigapixel as a standalone app, click on Browse Images. On a Mac or PC, point your browser to wherever your images are. In my case, they're in this folder right here. I don't want this image or this one because I've already enhanced those with Photo AI. I want this image, I'll click on it. I'm on a Mac, so I'll hold my Command key down and click on this image and click Open. And that opens these up in Gigapixel. One thing I want you to notice is if we look down to the bottom left side of the interface, I have both of these images checked on. That means I'm on this image right here, the field of sunflowers. It's at 2x. The model I'm using is high fidelity. I could use any model I want, but I'm going to use high fidelity. And then I have my model settings here, and note the settings. Now, if I change any of these settings, both of these will get changed together. Or if I change this to 1x, because remember, right now, I don't want to upsize this image. I just want to enhance it. So I'll click 1x. Right now, notice the scale is 2x for both of these. So if I click 1x, they both change to 1x. Now, if I changed any of these settings for sharpen or denoise or fixed compression, they both will get changed together if they're both checked on here. Right now, the compression's at 30. If I bump it up a little bit, they'll both get changed. But if I bump it back to 30, they'll both go back to 30. So right now, both of these images, I'll click on the other image. You'll note they both have the same settings, so they'll be enhanced the same. But you notice when I clicked on this one, I unchecked this. So it's very important that I check this back on, or I will not be exporting both of my images. Also, I want you to note with Gigapixel, see this gamma correction? I checked this on. If I hover over this, it tells us the AI processes the image in a higher gamma color space. Enhance AI outputs with more details and less color bleed for saturated images, which is really good when you're printing out your images. I usually like to check that on if I want to print out images. Now, at this point, we don't have this feature in Photo AI, only in Gigapixel. And now we need to export these 2 images. Come down to the bottom right side of the interface, click on Export to Images. And again, I have a suffix of Gigapixel. I'm putting them back in the original folder, just like I did in Photo AI. I'm preserving the input format like I did in Photo AI. And now notice color space. Preserve input color space, which is what I want to do. This is something we don't have in Photo AI. This is exclusive to Gigapixel AI. Click the drop down. You have your choice of all these different color spaces you can choose from also. And now all that's left is to click Save to save out these 2 images. And once the saving is done, you can click on either one of these buttons and that'll open up your file browser. And here we can see these 2 images are the enhanced images from Gigapixel. And if I hold down my spacebar, we can see the field of sunflowers. And here is the single sunflower image. So you can see it does a great job. Very similar to what you would get with Photo AI. Well, there it is, everyone. Whether you're using Topaz Photo AI or Topaz Gigapixel AI, you can enhance your JPEG images like your iPhone images, your phone images, or if you have some old JPEG files that you want to print out. This is great for that. I also use it when I'm working in Photoshop and I'm using stock images. I always like to enhance those before I make a Photoshop editing tutorial. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Click that bell notification icon. Click all so that you'll receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today on The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. I'll see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.